Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Yap Podcast, where I totally didn't just mess up the recording and we had to do it again. We talk about anything and everything here. I am your host, Jim, aka Uptown Lupo 420, and I'm with my co-host Abner, who will be repeating what he just said. What were you talking about?
All right, well, I was talking about how John Cena retired, and when I introduced him, I said was that he is one of the greatest wrestlers to have ever lived. Okay, he's not only taught us to hustle at our jobs, to be loyal to our women, and to respect everyone, but he also taught me how to be a star. You remember that anti-bullying campaign they had?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the owner was having sex with women and
We
potentially pooping
don't
on
talk
them.
about that. We don't talk about that. That is a hush hush moment.
Okay, you're right.
Speaking of that, he was in the video package yesterday. I don't know if you watched,
No,
but
really.
he was in the video package. He was like, John is just such a great guy. Yeah, he's just a great guy. But I was glad I made it back in time to watch it because I was having like I had Peacock down on my phone so I could watch it because yesterday we went to medieval times for our friend's birthday. And let me tell you something, Jimmy. That shit was that shit was peak.
Was it? I was gonna say I wanted to go, but I had a family Christmas party, so I was upset. But did the I asked for pictures. Did my boy in yellow win? I know he was the bad guy, but you can't help but root for a good
So
villain.
so the yellow and red guy was probably the one you're talking about because there was a pure yellow guy. That guy did win, but he cheated to beat our night, which was the night we had. So he had to cheat to beat him. Um,
Damn.
so he was a villain, and it was fun, dude. I had a lot of fun. I wasn't expecting to have a lot of fun. I was sort of kind of pissed off that I had to drive all the way to like New York, basically. But it was fun. I had a good time.
How long was the drive?
It was an hour and a half, depending on traffic. Um, so when we were looking it up on the weekdays, I would look it up at 5, and it would tell me that the drive there is like 5 hours. I'm like, oh hell no! But on the weekend with like nothing going on, it was like 30, like 2 hours less. So it was pretty fun, dude. I would honestly, if they had one closer by, I would go to it maybe once every 6 months
Yeah,
because
was
that,
that
that
good?
was fun. It's that kind of like that was a lot of fun.
Did
The
anybody
food was
dress
good
up in
too.
medieval garb?
Yeah, I did. Robbie did. Me, Robbie, and Casey, funnily enough, wore the same shirt. So all three of us wore the same shirt. We didn't even realize it. And then we saw like two other guys there who also had the same shirt on. So it was kind of funny. And
So you
then
guys just kept pointing at each other.
yeah, then my girlfriend Ursula wore a shirt, like a medieval shirt. Our friend Justin and his girlfriend wore medieval stuff. Erin did as well. Uh, who else? Noelle didn't. Bro, Noelle's a bitch, okay? Noel bought a shirt and said, "Oh, it was too tight," and I'm like, "Me, Casey, and Robbie can fit in shirts. Why can't you?"
Shit's tight.
Seems like someone is just being a bitch.
Yeah. That's why you gotta. That's why you gotta. As a large fella, I speak from experience here. You gotta layer it. Shirt's too tight. That's fine. Throw a little flannel on there. You
I
know.
think you guys are just being bitches. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, to an extent. Um, I actually, because we film the episodes on a Sunday night, a lot happens during the week. So initially, I thought this was going to be dominated by sports talk because of the way that we got booty blasted. The Eagles got booty blasted on Monday, but we managed to then turn around and booty blast the Raiders. So I don't know. Do you think?
Oh, we could talk about that. We could talk about that. I will say Monday's game against the Chargers was a bad game. I love Jalen Hurts. I think he's a great quarterback, but he's not above criticism. He did have some bad throws, yes, but he wasn't. people will say he was horrible because he had 5 turnovers, but he wasn't as bad as people were making it out. There were some missed throws, yes, but that happens because it's a professional league. It just happens. There was AJ Brown had a bad game. He dropped 3 balls. One of them was a game-winning touchdown. He dropped that. Um, who else? Saquon was having a fine game, and then Landon Dickerson kept getting hurt, so it was getting annoying. But we had, I believe, we were fine. I thought we did good, and even though we legit offensively, we had the worst game we could possibly have, and we still had a chance to win the game. So that's a positive to me. The fact that our team was almost eliminated. Like we no team turns the ball over 5 times and still has a chance to win. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't happen. So we still had a good chance to win the war. I mean, not the war.
The
The
war.
the
Football is war, though, if you think about it.
yeah, but we still had a good chance to win the game. And at the end, Jalen Hurts was just trying to make a play, and the Chargers player just made a better play. It happens. Not a big deal. I think today was a good sign because we got it was like a get back, like a get right game.
Uh-huh.
And our schedule is a little easier going forward. We have the Commanders twice, and then we have the Bills. They're tough, but they're not unbeatable.
I mean, I
We
don't know, man. They just beat the Patriots. Drake May.
Yeah, but it's the Patriots. The Patriots' whole schedule. Yo, hold up. Let me see if my dog's drinking out the toilet. Yeah, what are you doing? No, all right.
This is the type of live entertainment you can get only here at the Yap, folks. Make sure you subscribe on the YouTube channel, or if you're watching on the Spotify, make sure to send us positive comments. Because if you send negative comments, I will respond. I'll put you on blast. You think you're gonna be here commenting some trash? Nah, I'll blow you out the water, son. Anyway, you were saying.
All right, so Um, yeah, I mean, dude, up until now, we have had a tough schedule. We've played contenders, and not like just contenders. Like we played Super Bowl contenders. Like our
Yeah.
first 5 weeks were Super Bowl contenders, and then we just had contenders in general. So it was a tough game. And even though the Cowboys, I mean, we hate them. They're still a good team. So it's always tough to beat them, especially in Dallas. Even though we should have won that game, but it is what it is. Not too upset about it. Uh, but Monday was a bad game. It took literally Jalen Hurts to his worst game for what if man to finally win. Um, and then on top of that, let's talk about fantasy football.
Oh, jeez. I
Who
knew
wants to
this was
talk about?
coming. I knew this was gonna. I'm gonna just. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna give you the floor.
So for the
Uh,
last 2 years, Jimmy has beaten me in fantasy football 3 times. Last year, the first week we played, his team just had a good game and he won outright, but he wouldn't shut up about it for a week. Then the second time we played, it literally took a 50-point game from Jerry Judy of all receivers for him to beat me. And I was like, okay, cool. There's nothing I can do about that. Jerry Judy literally will never do this again in his career. And of course, it had to go against me. And he couldn't shut up about it. This year, he literally won because the Seahawks were up by so many points. They stopped playing the starters in the second half. So all I was done there. So finally on Monday, the only player I had left was Jalen Hurts, and it was a little stretching a little thin there. I was a little scared that I might not win. But the reason this victory was so sweet was because one, it knocked Jimmy out of the playoffs, and that is hilarious because I wasn't gonna make in the playoffs, so I had nothing to win. But I did have, I mean, I had nothing to lose, but I did have something to win, and that was for Jimmy to not make the playoffs. And man, what a great win! How did you feel about it,
don't
Jimmy?
forget the basketball one too.
Dude, I don't count the basketball one. It's a free league. I barely do anything in there.
Yeah, but like just the so
Oh,
he's
and,
never
and
beaten me, and
yeah, in
then
fantasy
we're playing
basketball,
all this.
congrats.
He's like 0 and fucking 48. We start
You're
this
not. I'm not 0
basketball league.
48. I'm not 0 48. First of all, that is not true.
It's
In
like
the basket
you're like
in the
one
basketball league,
thirty
you beat me
five
once.
and one.
in basketball league, you beat me once, and we've tied once, which is like
which
one
is
of the most
an insane
impossible
feat. I
things.
didn't even know you could
Yeah,
tie.
yeah, I didn't know you could do that, but yeah, we've tied once.
It was very funny too
But
because nobody you have half the people that care in that league that'll set their lineups every day, like me, and then you'll have half the people that won't even
like
set
me,
their lineup, like you. And so dude, I was sweating bullets because I was like, oh my god, if I don't set my lineup every day, he's gonna beat me. And it just
and then
turned
you
out,
have me, and then you have me who did not give a shit at all because
yeah.
again, it's a free league. Like if anybody wins, you win a gift card to like Applebee's or something,
Listen,
and I'm like, cool.
it's about the record. At the end of the day, it don't even matter. But the spreadsheet, the history will the annals of
Yeah,
history
yeah,
will be written, and I will have wins on there. That's all that matters.
cool. Anyways, but the football one was so sweet because like Jimmy just didn't make the playoffs, and it's hilarious that he didn't. Very funny, very demure. And
Very
then I wouldn't
demure.
stop talking. And of course, since he was doing it to me last year, I didn't stop talking shit for a whole week. As soon as I won, I sent a gif of Javier Bardem in in that one movie where he's going like celebrating like crazy. I think it's the F1 movie maybe, and he's just going crazy. I sent that in, and then on top of that, I just started pouring it on this guy. I was like, Jimmy, you could have made the playoffs, but you didn't. And then I kept going in. I was like, you made all those trades to be on the couch with me. How fun is that? How fun is
He's
that?
also,
So
I like to say, he was also second to last place.
yeah, I was second to last place, but again, neither of us made the playoffs. So
Yeah, and it's crazy because in the fantasy league right now, I'm the three of them. I didn't make the other one either, so I got quote unquote a bye in the losers bracket. I'm playing
oh yeah,
in our league, but
I'm
and then in my third league, I got first place, so I have a bye in that. So it's like I'm playing fantasy football and I'm concerned about it for the past like 2.5 months or 2 months or whatever it is, and now it's like, oh yeah, this week nothing matters. And it's just like, wow,
yeah.
okay,
So
this is weird.
the one thing, so I'm in the other league with you, and I'm in last place. So I have to watch Love and Hip Hop. Um,
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're our biggest loser.
which
Yes.
you know what, it's fine, but like I don't have the worst record in that league. It's just because I'm in the last division, and I have the worst record in that division, which kind of sucks.
I
The worst
mean,
records. I don't even know what the worst record is. I don't know the
it's
person.
tie. He has a 3-11, but you're 4-10, and he has more points than you.
Okay, but he
So
doesn't have more
he's
wins than
another one
me.
too,
That's
man. There's two people in this league, and we kind of take this one more seriously because it's a $50 league, which to some people might not be a lot, but for like in the other league, isn't it only like $10?
no, it's 25.
Yeah, well, even then, like it's like double the buy-in, so it's like people take that one a lot more seriously, and
But my issue this year was just injuries kept piling on. I couldn't like there was nothing I could do about the injuries.
yeah,
Every time every time Tyreek Hill got hurt, there goes there. Calvin Ridley got hurt. He's out for a while. Ricky Pearsall legit just started playing football again. He was out for like most of the season. Marion Hampton got hurt. Bucky Irving got hurt. Yeah, I was just getting hampered by injuries. Before the injuries, I was fine. But it is what it is.
it's
I
good to
watched
know that
Love Hip.
even if I made the playoffs in both leagues, I would have got blown the fuck out. So it's actually nice that I'm kind of here. Because I would have lied to
I
myself. I would have been like, yeah, it's fine just to get in. If I get in and get out, it's it is what it is. I just got there. But I think I would probably have been more salty about it.
You want to know something funny?
Uh,
My team in the losers bracket is putting up 191 points today.
what the
We
fuck?
didn't do that all year.
That's crazy.
Not once did they do that. There was times where I legit needed like 10 points from my team, like one of the players to win, and I wouldn't get it.
Damn.
So yeah, talk to me about that stuff.
Yeah. So all in
Ah,
all, I'm still also being pretty optimistic because in that third league where I'm in first place, I'm beating everybody in points by like 200 points cuz you guys shit on the strat, bro, but in that league I
what the
absolutely went crazy with it. My first 4 picks were Christian McCaffrey, Achan, Jonathan Taylor, and then I think for shits and gigs I picked up Scadaboo. But I had Tucker Craft.
That that's not a crazy strategy. That's what I was trying to do, but you had the picks before me.
Yeah, because I'm
Uh,
goaded with the sauce.
So I couldn't do that. So I had to go different. But actually, no. In ASML, I tried that, but the running backs got hurt. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah. It's because you're just not that guy, pal.
well, I mean, I didn't have the first pick. I had like the eighth pick. What am I going to do with that?
Well, you got CD Lamb. I don't know what you're complaining about.
I didn't get CeeDee Lamb. I had to trade away one of the running backs because I had three wide receiver injuries and I needed a good receiver.
Damn, you always be complaining, huh?
Yeah, I will. I have the right to. You would too if your whole season went down because seven players got hurt. There was a point where the commissioner of the league was like, "Yo, we might have to put an extra IR because I'm looking at Abner's team right now." Not even it wasn't even the wide receivers. Dalton Kincaid kept getting hurt
Yeah.
every week. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? It is what it is. Fuck Josh Allen.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a fun funky season. The other thing I was saying there's going to be a lot of sports talk probably because dude, what about that fucking Michigan coach, man?
Oh, dude. Low key, I get it, bro. I get
No,
it. You do the
no,
same. You do the same. Don't lie.
no,
Don't lie.
no, no, no,
Yeah, you would.
no.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
Well,
You're a
first
lie.
off,
You're a
okay,
lie.
so for anybody that has not, for whatever reason, heard of this story, Michigan has a coach, and that coach was having sex with a white woman. He's a black guy, but his intern too as
You're
well.
you're making it sound weird.
All right, all
Sharon
right.
Moore is the
I'll
uh,
start over. I'll start over. I'll start over.
so Sharon Moore is the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines. He really shouldn't have been a head coach because he kind of sucks.
Yeah.
He was having inappropriate relationships with I think she's a college aged intern, like or assistant or something like that. So she's in college. So that's messed up right there. And then on
Is
top of
it?
that,
Is it though?
yeah, because he's like 55 with kids and a wife.
So,
So what? Like, bro, no, that's
dude, I wish
wrong.
we were back in the '80s where you could just like bang out an intern, and it's like, oh, people aren't worried about things like power dynamics.
So
Like what?
apparently the relationship ended and like he went he he went back to like her house or whatever, broke in, and like I think he threatened to commit suicide or something like that.
So before that, they were like doing it, and they were at her apartment, and he was doing her, I guess, busted inside because he orders a Plan B from DoorDash, and the
Good move.
DoorDash driver pulls up, gives him the package, and goes, "Yo, you're Michigan coach, and this is not your wife," because I guess he recognized the coach, and so he sent an
Yeah, I mean,
anonymous tip to the university, and the university was like, "Yeah, man, you're fired. You're fired."
wait, that's how he got caught. I thought it was
Yes,
like a police. Oh shit,
yes, and so
that's
once
hilarious.
they fired him, he drove over, and they're saying he broke in. So I'm assuming he like in a mad rage broke in, and yeah, like threatened to kill her and himself, and was like holding a knife to like his own throat and like saying all this crazy shit. He then leaves, and they find him in a church. So,
Oh,
a quote unquote crash out. I know we throw the word around loosely now, but that's a certified crash out moment.
that is, I understand. Low key, he didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, I don't know if I would go that far. At first I didn't know that he had a wife, so I just thought it was like Ime Udoka. So
He
did
has
he
a
have a
wife
wife
too.
too?
He has a wife too.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like a shitty thing, but like, why does that mean you have to get fired?
Well, I think he got fired because of all that other stuff.
What do you mean?
I don't
No,
think
he
he,
got
I don't
fired.
think
He
he
got
got.
fired first because the dude sent a tip to the university, and they said we
No,
have a zero
no, he didn't
tolerance
get
for
fired
this.
because of the tip. No, they said the main reason he got fired was because like she filed a police report on him.
Let's do some live research. University of Michigan coach. Blah 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 blah. He was fired for having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member and was shortly arrested after. The university has not released further details about the charges, but the investigation is going. Is
See,
ongoing.
exactly. He got charged. There's like allegations against him. They're gonna fire him.
I don't know though, because the way the timeline I thought. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully the New York Post has something to say about this. Um, but yeah, because it was very funny. Because not fun. I mean, the situation's not funny, but it was just kind of crazy. Like I'm at the gym and I'm on the cardio machine, so I just get to sit there and just look at ESPN. And so when I first started the cardio session, uh, they were just telling us about, yeah, he got fired, yada yada, and then like, I'm finishing my workout and I'm like driving home. By the time I get home, it was like, yeah, he he got arrested, he got this, yada yada. It's kind of crazy. It's just really crazy, man. And it's crazy how fast like some of this shit, like you found a you pictures from the internet were already posted of what she looks like within those 2 hours. Like it's so crazy how fast everything could just like come out.
That is actually crazy. Poor girl.
Yeah. But at the same time, you kind of know what the deal is. Like he gave her a raise. Like he gave her a 50% raise.
He deserved it.
I guess. Yeah, well, at least what this is saying, he was fired when the staffer came forward with evidence of the affair. He fired her. Huh.
Oh,
I guess that would make sense. Huh. Huh. So yeah, that was just something that was happening. That's why I'm like, dude, I started writing shit down. I have like a little notebook of all the crazy
you're
things that
really
happened
intrigued.
during the week now.
You're really intrigued by this one in
Well, no, it's
general.
just because it was like a popular story, and Michigan is a prestigious university, and you just don't see people like NFL players that are like problematic. It's like yeah, they crashed their car driving 120, or like yeah, dude like hit his girlfriend. It's like this guy threatened to kill himself and somebody else. That's crazy,
Because
you know. But
nah, that is pretty crazy. That's insane.
yeah, I
Dude,
kind of
like, but
don't
my
even.
thing is like, you're like a head football coach at one of the best schools in the nation.
Yeah,
Um,
30 million
what
for
are you?
5 years. What is
Yeah,
that? That's math. That's like
what are
five
you?
million, right?
What are you doing with your life that you got to do all that? Like, I never understand. This is why I never understand like famous people who have a lot of money. Like, they have all this money, they can, but they choose. Some of them just choose to be degenerates. Like, you know
Well,
what I mean? Like,
I just think that at a certain point, like there's studies that say after you make so much money, it does like any more money after that doesn't mean anything. Like once you have so much money, you're making 6 million a year. You have a house, you get like two nice cars. I mean, you really don't need any more than that. But I mean, at that point, it's like, yeah, you go, you work, you study film with your kids, with your wife. You can go golfing. You could do whatever you want. Maybe that just gets boring. I don't know. And it's like maybe the only way you can get excitement is like, oh yeah, like what if I try and flirt with this little intern here?
I guess, dude, but at the same time, like, you have wife and kids. Like,
Yeah, I'm not excusing the behavior. I'm just saying
no,
I
I know
could
you're not.
probably come
I'm
up
just,
with a train of thought where I could see how these things happen.
I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, you have all that. That's money. I would like, that's a lot of money, and
Yeah, yeah.
you're just not doing it right.
And
Like,
it's
I don't
like
know.
it's
Like, you're just,
Michigan. I mean, how much is it to get a really nice house in Michigan? You know?
I don't know, but it's still like crazy to me that that still happened. Because like, even with the Ime Udoka, the Boston Celtics coach, who is now the coach of the Rockets, it's still the same thing. Like, you have all this money, you're the head coach of the Boston Celtics of all teams. It's not like you're
Yeah.
the head coach of the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
You're the head coach of the Boston Celtics, and your wife or girlfriend is Nia Long.
Who is that? I'll
So it's
Google
like
it. What's her name?
Nia Long. She's an actress.
Nia Long.
I think it's Nia Long.
Okay.
So like
Oh,
that's your wife.
she did the show with didn't she do the show with Steven Urkel?
I don't know. But like, I mean, that's like your girlfriend, and you still like cheat on her with like a random staffer. Like what?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'll never understand it. Like you already have like one of the best that's out there, and did you still cheat? What else do you want, man? Like that's why like sometimes I think it's just fame, and like if I was ever famous, like I don't know how to handle it because I like that's why I don't want to be famous if that makes sense. Like I don't want to turn
Yeah.
out like these people.
Oh, she was on
I mean,
NCIS Los Angeles and
but if I
Empire.
was famous,
Whoa.
that'd be cool. But if I was famous, that'd be great. Like
Yeah, if I could be
please
rich and
sponsor
famous
her
and
ad.
successful and awesome and have a six pack, that would be awesome. And like
Uh,
that would be
I I
cool.
just want to be famous, so I don't have to go to my day job. That's mostly it. Like
Well, then you just get like just start going into stocks.
what?
If you want to just be rich and not famous, just like do a bunch of stocks.
That's hard to do if you don't understand the market.
If Nancy Pelosi can do it, man, anybody can do it.
She has someone who does it for her. She doesn't do it herself.
Yeah, but can't you just like track everything that she does and just do? Because like you have to report it because she's like a congressperson, right? Or like a government official. Like all those moves are reported.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have to have the money she has to do those moves.
Ah, that's true. But I mean, you just start small. I'm not saying you gotta go out the gate and make six figures. Just a couple bands by my lonely. You know. Anywho, do you have anything that you want to talk about today?
Mm, uh, well, I watched a movie today called I think it's not Glass Onion, Knives Out, Dead Man Walking. It was pretty
Oh,
good.
I think I heard that. What is it about and who's in it?
Um, Daniel Craig's in it. And I don't know if you ever watched Knives Out, but it's like the third movie in that franchise.
Okay.
And it's like a who done it mystery movie type thing.
Oh, okay, that's fun. I haven't really like
Okay.
the whole premise of the other podcast here on the Real Pod Network was that I never watched movies, so I had Rob and Christian who always watch movies expose my mind to films. And we haven't done any whodunits. We've done some British. We've done Hot Fuzz, which was like a pretty good movie. I enjoy the British.
Is that a who done it? What is that?
Hot Fuzz is a spoof on cop movies, but um that one's like a super cop in London, and he goes off to the countryside basically, and hilarity and drama ensues. But I haven't really watched like a. I was trying to say, long story short, I haven't watched any of these Who Done It movies yet, so I should probably watch. I should probably watch some of these. Mila Kunis is in it.
Yeah, she's in it. Who else famous is in it? I don't know if you watch Tires, but
Yeah, yeah.
Shane's dad's in it. Yeah, his dad's in it. I forgot the actor's name. It's like on the tip of my tongue,
Mm.
but he's in it. Um, who else is in it that's famous that you would know? Oh, Jeremy Renner's in it. Jeremy Renner's in it.
Well, that's the other problem
Uh,
too. I don't know. I don't know names. Oh,
Hawkeye. Hawkeye.
Captain America is in it.
No, that's the first one. Hawkeye's in the third one, the one I just watched.
Oh, yeah. I saw the poster for the first one.
Who else is in this one that you would know? Kerry Washington. You probably don't know who that is.
No, I'd probably have to see pictures of these people.
Uh, that's really it for the people you would know.
Huh.
The first one was pretty good. The first one had obviously Captain America. Uh, it also had Anna de Armas before she was like world famous. I think that movie kind of made her world famous. I'm not sure
Isn't
because I
she
didn't
really
know about
hot?
her. Uh,
Anna de Armas. Yeah, I could see that. I could see, like, me, I'm exposed to Kim Kardashian, so she changed my way of life. So I appreciate a thicker woman.
that's disgusting.
What are you talking about? I'm just saying. I was trying to say she's like 2000s very pretty. Like she's very skinny, but she's very pretty. So she's like 2000s pretty. You know,
Okay.
that's all I
And
was gonna
then your
say.
definition of beauty changed because of Kim Kardashian.
Well, that's what I grew up on. I grew up on Kim K, baby.
So you watched like the Kardashians? Like that was your entertainment?
Well, back in the day, when I was growing up, when I would come home from school, my mom was like, "Nah, I'm putting on what I want to watch." So I watched like a bunch of random shit, dude. I was watching Ellen. I was watching America's Next Top Model. Uh, I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race. I watched a couple of seasons of that. Uh,
I watched that with Ursula.
I It was very confusing in the beginning because I was like 6 and I was like, why are these dudes dressing up like chicks sometimes? Not all the time, just sometimes. And then they're dancing, but they're not singing. They're lip syncing. And I was just kind of confused, but I was just like, all right, cool, just rolling with this, I guess. And then like
Yeah.
smizing, bro, smiling with your eyes. I know how to do that thanks to Tyra Banks. I'm about that. Anyway, what TV did you watch growing up? So I don't sound completely fucking insane.
You remember PBS Kids?
Did you watch Cyber Chase?
I used to watch Cyber Chase, Rough with or was it Chase? No, like Fetch with Rough Ruffman. I used to watch Maya and Miguel. That used to be my shit. Arthur, obviously. Caillou. Um, I used to love watching those shows, and then I used to watch a lot of Cartoon Network, SpongeBob.
Did your
What
parents
else?
like ban you from watching certain shows on there? Like they saw it and they were just like, "This is stupid."
No, well, they didn't. So they didn't want me watching like Friends and stuff when I was younger, and I was like, I'm watching Friends. That shit is funny. Um, but no, nothing like that. Nothing crazy. It wasn't like that bad, but
My parents thought if I watched like Ed and Eddie, it would turn my brain into mush. Which I mean,
I think
looking at some of the
kind
episodes, I can kind of understand.
of did, didn't it? Didn't not.
I mean, my brain was mush to begin with. It
True.
don't really
How
matter what you
was
filled with it.
true? How was your party on Friday?
It was good. It was good. So I didn't tell you the premise because I knew you'd kind of make fun of me for it. But Corey is very big on RuneScape.
That's not fun. That's not anything I would make fun of you for because I played RuneScape,
Well,
and one of my
well,
good friends Scott also plays it.
that's dope. Every
Yeah,
time he would hit 99, we would have a 99 party. So it was a 99 woodcutting party.
that's cool.
It
I don't know
was,
why you
dude.
think
The
I would make.
first one.
I don't know why you've known me for a little bit now, and I don't know why you thought I would make fun of you for it. Maybe you personally, I would make fun of, but not someone else.
That's true. Maybe if it was me doing it, you would.
Yeah,
But it was pretty fun because the first one that we went to, they did put some effort into it. So like he did the first one was mining. Apparently in like RuneScape, like the highest thing you can mine, like it looks like a certain way. So they gave us a little baggie of like different pop rocks that kind of look like the minerals or the gems or whatever that you can get. That was really fun. Excuse me. And then the funnest part was people that had no idea what the premise of the party was. So like there were a couple of girlfriends that walked in and then we were like, "All right, it's time everybody." And we huddled around his computer as he fucking ticked on this rock. And he got it and it got to 99 and we're all cheering and they just look around like what the fuck is happening? It was so funny. But this one, everybody kind of got the memo. Like they kind of knew what it was. So it was just more of an excuse to just get kind of hammered.
Hang out, hang out with your
Yeah,
friends.
I would say they did they do still put a little bit of effort into the I don't know what you want to call it, like the decor. Like they made foods, they made tiny little trees, so they put like they made like sticks, and then they did green Rice Krispie treats, so they made or look like little trees. And then the one they were supposed to do pinwheels, so like the one tree is supposed to be like dark brown on the outside, and then on the inside it's like blue, and
Hmm.
then it rains like stars from the tree. So it was like a tree looking thing, and then it had like little pop rocks. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It was a fun time.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long were you there for?
I got there at 5 and I left at like 8:30. I will say I brought a 6 pack and I got a little pissed up. I was feeling
Wait, you
myself a little
left.
bit.
You got there at 5 and you left at 8:30
Yeah.
p.m. You could have met us at Fishtown.
Did you guys go out?
Yeah, I
You
didn't know
didn't
how
say
long your
anything.
party was. I didn't know how long your party was. I thought it was like one of our parties where we hang out
No,
till like
I
2 a.m.
kind of just left. Like people were still there, but I kind of left
You
at
could have
like
you could have
8.
texted us in a group chat that your party's done.
And well, at that point I went home and then I texted Ev and I was like, "Yo, you want to like I'm feeling myself right now. You want to go to local bars?" And he was like, I'm actually going to a friend's." And he went and watched John Cena's last match, ironically enough.
That was not that was Friday. Friday that was Saturday.
Uh what did I do what
Friday
was
was
Friday? Oh, he just
Friday
wait, he
was
was just like, "Oh, I'm going out to drink." I was like, "All right, that's cool." And then, yeah, he left
fuck
Saturday.
me, I guess.
When
Uh,
I got home, he same thing. Like when I got home from the family Christmas party, he left to hang out at that dude's house. But yeah,
mm.
how did it go? Give me the report.
So we went. The game was great. We had a great time at the game. We went to we went to Fishtown. We parked at Rivers because it's free parking there. And then we were walking down Frankfurt Ave. We see this bar. It's called Barbary. So we go in. It's a $15 cover. So I pay for all three of us, me and the Bryans. And I was kind of pissed because it was $60, not them, just in general, because it was $60 in total because you had to pay gratuity too. Just stupid.
What the fuck? Wait,
Already,
15 and 15 is 45.
and then I think it was like $13 for gratuity, which was
What?
that already pissed me off.
Is
Yeah,
that wait,
yeah.
gratuity means like a tax?
I didn't question it. I just went in. So
That's
I
fucking
go in.
bullshit.
I know it's bullshit, but God forbid we complain about it and
Wait,
the
wait, wait, wait. Yeah,
DJs
yeah,
go
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah, exactly. So I want to bring something up. So I was talking about the
the
comments, right? Some dude on the last podcast, we were talking about going down to the city, and we were talking about, yeah, man, I don't want to go to somewhere that has a cover if there are other bars that are free. And this dude comments, like two different comments. One was like, "Oh, well, how are bars supposed to make money then if they can't charge covers or like pay for people?"
No, that's not what he said. He said, "How are the bars supposed to pay DJs?" And
And
I'm
that was the other
like,
one too. DJs like, I'm a DJ. DJs don't work for free. And it's like, dude, I don't know, man. Like sometimes I just think it's the internet where I could say a sentence and then somebody just wants to take it their own way. Like, oh, I'm a
all we
DJ.
said,
I should be getting
oh,
paid. And it's like I understand you
yeah,
should
and
be getting
all,
paid.
yeah, we're not saying you shouldn't be getting paid. All we said was we'd rather just go to a bar that didn't have a cover.
Yeah, $60, even if you hate the city prices, that's at least 2 to 3 rounds of drinks just to
Yeah.
get in the building. That's fucking bullshit.
So then we get to the first. We get to the so there's two rooms in Barbary. We get to the first one. There's no one in there. It's probably like three dudes, and it's not like we were there early. It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Um, we were in there. There was no one in there. The music was like European metal. That's how I can describe
Huh.
it. European,
Uh
like
huh.
European, like music music Europeans look like.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
Like
best.
there's like a certain type of music that
Yeah.
there's like a
Now
certain
I'm
type of
not.
metal that Europeans really love.
Yeah, I don't know if it was metal, but now I'm not saying it was a bad vibe. I'm not saying that I like it sucked. It was just surprising because I paid so much to go in there and there was no one in there. But then we went to there was another room which was upstairs and there was like a bunch of goth chicks in there, but not
Whoa,
a lot. Not a
whoa,
lot.
what?
Wait, wait. Not a lot. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a
Uh,
lot of God people. Um, and the music was like, you ever watch the old Blade movies with Wesley Snipes?
no.
All right. Well, you ever watch Batman Beyond?
Yeah.
You know how the opening is like that disco music? It's like European disco music. It's the
Okay.
best
So
way I
like
can.
yeah, like Euro beats. Okay.
Yeah, it was like that. That's what it felt like.
Uh huh.
Um, so that was the music upstairs, and it was a good vibe. It was just there wasn't a lot of people, and it was my first time going, and also I had to pay so much, so it wasn't for me immediately. Like if I go next time, maybe it was just that specific night wasn't probably for me. I gotta look at their thing, but it
Yeah.
just wasn't for me that night. Like the vibe was good, and the people in there were having a great time.
But it that was the build. You wouldn't say the building was even full.
I know the like
Like if you had to
we've been to
guess, like
car.
give me a number, give me a ballpark. How many people were in that building?
All right, so the first floor when we went to it, it was really dark, so I couldn't really see. But I'll tell you this much: I could go up to the bartender, and like there was nobody at the bar, um, and there was probably like 2 to 3 people, maybe on the dance floor.
That like, dude, I might have if I was there, I might have turned around and started complaining to the bouncer, like, "Yo, give me my shit back."
And
That's
then
ridiculous.
we went upstairs. The bar we could get drinks. There was more people there, um, but it was mostly couples,
Uh,
and like it looked like older women. And I don't mean old
like
like
30s.
30. No, like I mean like
Oh, like
40s,
40s. Ah,
the
okay.
40s, 50s. Yeah.
I mean, they got to go
So
somewhere.
no, I mean that. Yeah, that's it's their thing. It's their vibe. So I don't know if it was we just went on a specific night that wasn't lit. You know what I mean? There might be another night that's lit because
Yeah.
Robbie's girlfriend said that she loves that bar.
Huh.
So I'm like, all right, if she likes it, then we probably just went on a
Well,
bad
I mean,
night.
I don't know. I feel like she's the type of person that does enjoy like a not really populated bar, and you can just kind of be there and just have little drinks with the friends. Like, I feel like that's more her vibe.
I don't know her vibe like that, but I if she likes the bar, I'm assuming that there is better nights, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, but no, I was disappointed with that bar, but that might just be the night. Like if we go next time and it's a better
Yeah.
vibe, it could be different.
Did we?
Um, then we,
Oh yeah, we went out. We went out on what Saturday? So we went up again before the last episode of the pod, right? We went. We all went
yeah, we
out.
talked about it.
Did
We
we?
talked about
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah. Um, we
The
went to
weeks are all
Manioc.
blending together.
You didn't talk to anybody.
I was pulling a perfect 0 for 0. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Uh.
Yeah.
So what's the?
Um,
I guess we're good for the year, right? Unless you're trying to do something this weekend.
we could. Depends though. I
Yeah.
mean, you know me. You know me.
Listen, I know you're on a time frame here. We
Yeah.
got another year and a half of you
Yeah.
tolerating us at a bar. What is the
Um,
plan here? Like once you hit 30, what are you gonna do every weekend?
I'm gonna freaking stay in and watch movies and cuddle with my dog
What about like
and play video
instead
games.
of late nights, maybe we start doing
Oh,
afternoons. We do little
I'll
afternoon
still go out.
excursions.
Like if we go day drinking to like breweries, I'll do that.
Mm,
I'm just not staying out till 2 a.m.
yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I
Um,
don't know.
what else? What else was I gonna say? And then we went to Garage, and dude, Jimmy, this is the first time I went to Garage, and it was ass.
Really? Maybe it just
Yeah, it was
wasn't the
ass.
night to go because it was kind of
No, no, I'm
cold,
not. I'm
wasn't
not.
it?
Wait. We have. I haven't told you everything that's
Oh,
happened yet.
sorry,
So we
sorry.
went to Garage. Went to Garage. The vibe was off, and me and Brian talked about it. I think it was because it was mostly dudes in there.
Mm,
So I don't like. I'm not single, so I don't care that much. But when there's like way too many dudes in a bar, it just seems weird. I don't know. That's just me. Like there's got to be a proper ratio.
yeah, the ratios. Did you
Can't
guys
have.
go to anywhere else?
So we went to the bar across Johnny Brenda's. It was the same kind of vibe. It was like quiet, but it was okay. I wasn't low key. I kind of wish you were there so I could watch you talk to women.
just
because the
fail.
other two weren't gonna do. Yeah,
Did they even
hilarious.
did any of the brides put up any shots?
I'm getting to that. I'm getting to that. I'm getting to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna close my trap.
All right, so then we went to St. Laz. St. Laz was a good time. The music was good. We were able to dance. Drinks were easy to get. We went in there. There was like these two girls. They were like dancing. One of them bumped into Brian and hurt themselves, and they pushed Brian Arnott
Oh,
for no reason. And I'm like, Brian, why did she just push you? He's like, I have no idea. And like she hurt herself by dancing and then just falling on him. Like
oh.
that's not his fault. Like he legit didn't even move.
Mm-hmm.
And so that happened. And then we were about to leave around 1 o'clock. We go outside. There's these two girls. I forget their names, but they started talking to us. They were talking to Brian or
Which
Pitts.
Brian? Okay.
Pitts, and they were talking to him, and they were like, I guess they hit it off. So we went back in. I like sat at the corner because I didn't want to dance with anybody, and sat at the corner, and then I went back to the dance floor to see if Brian was okay because there was a bunch of guys, and then like four women, and I was like, I hope Brian's okay. So one of the girls who we were talking to outside, she's like, I can't do anything. I'm married. I'm married, and I'm like, then why are you here? Because she was with her friend, but she was
Yeah.
like dancing with people and stuff. I'm like, but you're.
Yeah.
Then when Brian, like like she was dancing with people, but then when she didn't want to dance with somebody, she'd be like, "I'm married." I'm like, "Why are you here to?" And then the other one that Brian was talking to was just dancing with everybody. Um,
Ooh.
uh, and yeah, so that was the night. Then we just went home, and then that was it. Honestly, so Brian did put up a shot. It just, I guess it kind of went in, but it didn't. If that
Did
makes
he get like her
sense.
IG or a number or?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't. I don't know if it got that far, but
Hmm.
I mean, at least he put up a shot.
He's getting random physical. He's getting contact in the paint. That's all that matters.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I had fun, and then obviously the next day I had medieval times,
Packed
which was a
weekend,
lot of
huh?
fun. Yeah, it was a packed weekend. Medieval times was so fun, dude. You should have went. You should have skipped the party.
I mean, I kind of can't because our family did. We usually hang out for Thanksgiving, but everybody's got their own thing going on. So we uh we were like, okay, cool. We gotta do it. We gotta do it this day.
Um,
It was literally that Noel texted me. He's like, all right, cool. Here's how much the tickets cost, and it's gonna be at this date. I'm like, all right, cool. Literally, as I get that text, I'm like going to respond. He my aunt texts, oh everybody, oh it's gonna be today, or it's gonna be this day, and I'm like, fuck. I read it.
ah,
Fa. So, but it was a good time. We do a what do you call it, a white elephant, where everybody puts their gift in
right.
the thing. And all right, I want to hear it's let me I got a gift, right? So
Uh-huh.
I got two things. I got jumbo playing cards, like obscenely huge playing cards, and a really tiny beanbag toss. And it's like, okay, it's not like the craziest thing in the world, but we only had a $30 limit. So I
Yeah,
was
that
like, all
sounds
right, cool.
normal.
I was like, all right. I was just having to be talking to my parents like 2 days before. And I was like, yeah, this is what I got. And my mom's like, that's terrible. You need to get a new gift. I was like, what are you talking about?
You
So
got it for me.
I was like, I was shamed. So I went and got a big old fleece Eagles blanket. Nice,
Oh, you
safe.
bought the gift. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I
I
no,
thought
I
that's what
bought it.
you
I
got.
bought it, and I was telling her
Oh,
about
you
it.
made it sound like you got. That's the gifts you got.
No,
Unless I'm
no.
retarded.
So I was just before we even did that. I was already like I got something that I thought was gonna be okay. Like I didn't. It wasn't the greatest thing in the world. But she's like, no, that's terrible. I'm like, Jesus. So got the blanket, put it in, and then I got I got an adult coloring book of the people of Walmart. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So there's a website back in the day. It probably started around like 2010, and it was pictures of random people in Walmart and like the crazy characters that you can come across. So it'd be like this like obscenely large fat woman wearing like Daisy Dukes in a bikini, or like some dude in a ridiculous outfit, looking very discombobulated. Just like it was a website of a collection of people looking very interesting looking in a Walmart. So they made a coloring
Yeah.
book. I got scented Crayola crayons, Fireball, a little like one of them traveler, them really tiny ones, a Fireball. It's like a shot
Uh-huh.
and a half, and a gift card to Walmart, which I thought was kind of funny. But it was funny because it was kind of extra funny because somebody right before had gotten the adult coloring book, The People of Walmart. So it's two different people saw that was like, gotta have this for the gift. So that was funny.
Now, what Walmart did you go to?
What do you mean?
You just went to a random Walmart and got it?
I didn't get it. No, no, no. I'm saying that's what I received for that was like the gift that I pulled.
Oh,
But I'm sure they I mean it's just a book. Like I'm sure you could have gotten it at Walmart, you could have gotten it at Barnes and Nobles probably. I don't know, where people get books, I guess.
oh, okay, I got you. I got you.
But the
I
premise
get
is
what you're
that
saying.
it's like super goofy. Like I don't know. Like I don't even have it
Okay,
next to me. I can't even show because I don't even know. One dude, I will say, the funniest one was one dude was just butt ass naked in
that's
the middle of
hilarious.
Walmart, and he's like this old little sag. It's like he's like really old, so everything's really saggy. But
So you were
yeah,
looking,
no, it's the one of the pictures. Like you can draw it. Like it's like you can color it in.
and you were intrigued by it. You were like, oh, why don't I look like this?
Yeah. Well, I thought it was very funny. I wonder if the website is still up. The People of Walmart. No, I don't think it is. Maybe I just typed it wrong.
Maybe it's not called that.
No, it was a website. The People of Walmart blog was created in 2009 after its creators took a trip to South Carolina and noticed a woman who quote unquote looked like a stripper. Like there's like a picture of like this chick uh and like her boyfriend, and the boyfriend is on a leash like a dog collar.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. People of Walmart. People of Walmart doc. Yeah, it's not a thing anymore, I guess. Um yeah. So,
What do you have up this weekend? Nothing.
as in like the weekend that we're currently in or next weekend.
Next weekend coming up.
Um let's see. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be sick or not. But I don't have anything on the horizon. So we could go
Ugh.
out on that 20th.
We could.
I do. I will say I'm pretty notoriously bad at Christmas shopping. So
Yeah, I still have to do mine.
I haven't
I'm pretty bad
started.
at it. Yeah, I still have to do mine.
But this year, it's not that bad. Like when I was in a relationship, it was like, oh, not only you got to get your girlfriend, you got to get your girlfriend's whole fucking family. And they had two sisters and they had boyfriends. And so it was like, dude, I'm getting
You
like
have to get
eight
shit for
extra.
their boyfriend?
No, but I felt because we were always like when we would all hang out together, we were always like good and they were cool and it was a fun time. So I wasn't getting them anything crazy, but it was just like, oh, like I have to like find something for everybody, you know. At least that's how I felt. They didn't get me anything, which was perfectly fine. I didn't care, but I think I ended up like I would get them like fucking socks. Like it was like nothing, but it was like them funny socks. Like the one dude like smoking cigars, so I got one of them stupid like cigar. It was in like a cigar box, but they were like socks that looked like cigars. So I thought that
Uh-huh.
was kind of funny, and it was funny because he thought that I got him cigars, and I said no, 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 it's worse. It's socks. But yeah, I'm not getting you anything, buddy. Don't get me anything.
I'm not getting you anything.
Wow. Okay, that hurt. Why aren't you gonna get me anything?
Well, you just said you're not getting me anything, so
We
why would I get you
kissed.
something? We did not kiss.
I just, I don't know, man. I thought we had a connection or something. Like, okay, I guess I was wrong.
Wait, so you're expecting me to get you something, but you're not getting me anything.
Yeah,
No.
But we're podcast hosts. We do a podcast together.
Cool. That's my present to you.
Your gift.
Yeah.
Your gift is your presence, or your
Yeah.
presence. Jesus, your presence is a gift. There you go.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, dude, I'm feeling kind of sick. Hopefully, I've been muting my mic and the people won't have to deal with too much of my coughs. But we're having inventory tomorrow for our shop, so we gotta like stop everything because we want
Oh,
to keep
dude.
track.
Wait. Speaking of your job, they
Did they
denied
respond
my
to you?
application. Yeah, they denied it. They said we need people with
What?
more experience. They said they need people with more experience, and I'm like, this says entry level.
Dude, that's actually racist. That's crazy. Because they had two dudes come in. That's so insane. They had two dudes come in and they were like, yeah, this is what you're going to be doing, all that, yada, yada. And then they just don't hire them. So I don't
They
know.
didn't hire them.
No, like two different dudes came through. And I, at least at this point, they didn't, I don't hear anything because, like, we need the people. They're raising production demands. Like, we got to keep doing X amount of product. And if they
You should
keep
ask your
raising it,
boss.
huh?
You should ask your boss.
Dude, I
Maybe
talked to my
maybe just
manager. I said my friend applied. My friend applied here, and he's like my direct manager. Like he was the dude in charge of like bringing people around and showing them for like the quote unquote interview. And he's like, "Oh, okay, we'll see." Which I just know from him speaking, the way that he speaks. When he said that, it was no, but he didn't want to. He's like one of them people that will like say, he'll never say no, but he'll never like when
do you
he
not
doesn't
have
mean
pull.
what he's saying. Like if
You
you
just
ask him
you
something and
just
he's like,
don't
"Oh yeah, well we'll see if we can do that," but you know that it's
you
never
just
gonna
don't
get
have
brought up
pull.
again, and it's no. So
You
that's
just don't have
crazy.
the pull, do you?
No, I mean I said right to him. I said my friend applied. I mean I wasn't like my friend Abner. Make sure you look for an Abner. So my friend was applying.
Maybe that's why he didn't pull it because he didn't tell him the name.
Well, I was actually really hoping you would show up at least because I wanted to. I wasn't gonna tell you. I was just gonna do it just to see how everybody would react to it. So like normally they would literally like bring you around to what I'm doing, and they'd be like, "Yeah, this is Jimmy. You're gonna be working with him, and right now he's doing blah blah blah." And they'll usually like ask me like a dumb like opening question, so I can be like, "Yeah, this is great." I was almost gonna be like, "Dude, why you keep fucking bringing brown people around here? Can you get somebody white or like just say something obscenely like absurd or like why
Uh-huh.
can we get somebody with fucking hair?" Or just like and then
All right, cool.
just to see what one my manager would say, two what my fucking coworkers would say.
You'd get fired. You would lose your job for that joke.
No, because I feel like I would have been like, nah, he's actually my friend. Nah, it's okay. And then I fear, but see, the problem is, I feel like you'd be mentally aware enough that you'd be like, I don't know this guy, and then I would get fired.
I would do that. I would do that too. I'd be like, I'd look at the manager. I'd be like,
Why
is
the
this
fuck
the
did this
type
guy
of
just
people
say
that
that
work?
to me? Yeah, like,
Yeah, I wouldn't even say like that. I'd be like, is this the type of people that work here? I'm sorry, sir, but I don't know if this job is for me.
God damn it.
Oh, that would
Yeah,
be so
so
hilarious.
that's crazy that
Maybe
they
I'll apply.
denied you because it was literally
I'll
not
apply
even like a
again.
position. Like, you don't even need experience to work what we're doing. I didn't. I
I'll
mean,
apply
technically,
again.
I did. Like, I worked in a quote unquote machine shop, but like a fucking like a simple animal, like not even a monkey. Like, 'cause monkeys are kind of smart. Like,
You
what's
know
like
what?
a
I'll
really
apply
dumb
again.
animal?
I'll do it again to see if they deny me again. Because there's no way I need like that much experience. I have a college degree. That should kind of be good enough, low
I
key.
guess. I mean, I don't know. Are you sure you applied to the specific department?
Why don't you send me the link to it and I'll apply to it again?
I sent you the link, and I sent you the link to my department specifically.
A nanotechnician, right? Yeah, I did that.
Yeah. Huh. I'll talk to my manager. I'll be like, "Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? The
They were like,
fuck?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have enough experience to work in a machine shop."
Uh,
Like
Fuck the machine.
half the half the half the job is literally nothing. Like it's like shit that you can learn. Like I would literally walk up to you and I'd be like, "This is how you do this," and you'd be like, "Okay," and that's it. Like there's not a big learning curve here.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. Like then you start talking about the theories about like work, like how business works. I know we kind of got into like the complaining about prices and all that shit last pod, but like sometimes I feel like businesses will post like an opening and
And
then
not hire
they'll
anybody?
not hire anybody, so then they
Yeah,
can
they do
go,
that.
damn, no one wants to work anymore. So then like the
No,
rest of
that's a
us,
real thing. That's a real thing. A lot of companies are putting up job postings to see if anybody would want the job, and then they just don't hire anybody. And it's like, all right, then the fuck are you doing here? You know what I mean?
yeah, I think it's because they're legally obligated to. Like if you keep it posting up, like you probably have some like sometimes I feel like you have somebody in mind for this position, but you have to post it to the public. It's like
Yeah, but
shit
an
like
entry
that.
level position getting denied people, like that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know technically how much I'm supposed to talk about my job. Um
Mm.
so I don't know. I technically have signed an NDA, so I don't know if they're gonna
It
pull me
kind
into
of
the office tomorrow and shoot me.
like we heard your
We heard
podcast.
you
First
talking
of all,
shit. Because technically,
good
that's when
pod.
you read them like employee agreements or like NDAs. It is like that. Like you, like which I completely disagree with as like a principle. Like, if you work for somebody, I am not in my personal life an extension of your company. Like that's why I always, when quote unquote cancel culture was like a thing. Like if somebody is an abhorrent person, yeah, like they're a piece of shit and you don't have to associate with them in the public. But like what like if like say for example somebody like is like a racist, quote unquote. Like they said the N-word and somebody recorded it and posted it to Twitter. And he's like a bus driver. Or like he's something. Like what the fuck does that have to do with him being able to drive a bus? Like I understand for like a bus, if you're like like a city bus driver, like
Yeah, but what then? Then
you
what if he turns the bus racist? What do you do then?
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like people all different backgrounds use the bus. So I could see the thought process of like, well, this person
No, no.
doesn't
But
like this group, but
what if he turns the bus racist?
oh,
Like
the bus
the
is like the
bus,
bus itself stops like
yeah,
opening the
like
door to certain groups of people.
yeah, no, exactly. The bus automatically stops opening the doors. The bus was white. No, no, the bus was
The
colored
bus is
black.
white. The bus is
The bus
black.
was colored black. The bus was colored black first, and then after this guy took over, the
It
bus
turns white.
itself it turns white and stops
It's
opening the
the
door automatically for certain races.
yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, anything can happen. That sounds like a Black Mirror episode. Like that sounds like a Black Mirror episode specifically to like to disprove or debunk or like make fun of whatever I just said. Like that premise. I don't know. But it is like that. Like if you read some of your like read your employee handbooks, read some of the shit that can get you fired. If you fucking make an embarrassment of yourself online, that is like I know Pennsylvania is an at-will state to begin with, so they can fire you for legitimately any reason. Um I just think that yeah, like my social media activity like should not, unless it's like something supremely absurd. Like if I'm calling for
So
death threats of people, like I could see that. But like if I say something distasteful in the public eye, does that really like does that really mean that I should be fired from my job?
yes,
I guess. Or even like I genuinely don't think I'll have a problem with like talking about this. I'm not talking about like what I do, but I don't
I
know.
was you know what I was thinking about lately? I was thinking about like moving to a different state and like working in a different state. Maybe like
Like
you know how I've
what?
been telling you guys, like I don't like working and I don't like my job. Maybe it's just like I need a change of scenery. You know what I mean?
I mean, Delaware is a fucking terrible state.
Well, I mean, I don't live in Delaware. I
Yeah, but you
work in
work in
Delaware.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
talking,
you absorb
yeah,
Delaware energy. Delaware is
but
not a cool state.
I'm talking about in general. Like maybe I just need a change of scenery. Maybe I just need to move somewhere where like I can live. I don't know. But I've been thinking about that lately. Ursula was thinking about applying to the Poconos Y and working there. And I was like, if you do that, I'll move with you.
To the Poconos?
Yeah,
I feel like, well, at least there, that's seasonal though. Like, I don't know, can she get full time employment like in the wintertime?
yeah, yeah. She'd be like a manager there.
But then you gotta like
It's
deal
probably
with snow all the time.
okay. I mean, I honestly think maybe I just have to be like a blue collar worker. Maybe that's just what it is for me, or a famous podcaster if this takes off.
True, which
But
is, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to not only this podcast, but all the podcasts on the
yeah,
channel or on the
if this
Spotify.
if this one takes off, we'll start doing more podcasts. Like
Absolutely. We'll start a
we'll start
D&D
doing like
group. We'll start reviewing music albums. If this video gets a thousand likes, we'll start reviewing famous OnlyFans accounts. And I will make
what?
sure I will make Abner sit there and not only purchase but watch all of the content.
I don't
Um,
want to watch all the content. I don't
well,
want
but
to
we
waste
have
my
to
money
we
on
have to
that.
review it for the pod now.
We can just go to a website. I'm sure there's like a website.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Are you saying that you don't want to pay people for their work?
No, I don't want to pay them for their work.
Because you sent me a list of OnlyFans models
No,
that
I
you want to
didn't.
review the
No, no,
content
no,
on.
don't lie. Don't lie. No, I didn't.
And the funniest part was that they're all men, so that's why I was like, "Whoa, I didn't know you swung that
Don't
way."
lie. That's a lie. That is such a lie. It's
You're
like
right. You're right. They weren't men; they were trans.
they weren't. There wasn't any models, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Pop bottles. Um, So yeah, and then we're also looking for sponsors here, as you can see. Well, you can't see it, but I was talking to you. We put some beer cans, some bottles on the set today. If you
Dude,
want to advertise
I
your
saw.
company, sponsor us.
Yeah, I saw on is it Speed? No, not Speed. Neon. Neon said he like got like $1 million promotion when he was like on Facebook, and he didn't even get the views, but he still got the money for it for like a sponsorship.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how? How is that possible?
Well,
He wasn't even
they'll
big back then. He was saying,
they'll look at your waves on social media. Like there's like a whole thing. Like you will I mean, I haven't personally done it. We kind of talked about it before, though, on the last pod where that one random gambling company emailed me.
uh huh.
They'll basically ask you to send them your analytics on YouTube or whatever social medias you have, and they can look and see how many views you're generating, what the engagement is, how engaged they are. And for some businesses that just kind of want to put their shit out there, if they have like that audience, that's the other thing too about YouTube. So it's not only views, but it'll tell you who's watching, where they're watching, and when they're watching. So if you want to target, like if you're, I don't know, if you're like a gaming company, you want to target gamers. Gamers are mostly male. Gamers are mostly 18 to 34 or 24, whatever it is. So you try and target those people, and then you're already making a video, right? You already make a video. You get 1 million views in a week. So they figure that video is getting seen, and then they, based on that, they'll give you like a deal. They'll give you so much in money or revenue, or like some people will do the excuse me, they'll do the gambling stuff. Like they'll give them X amount in like free money, and they have to gamble, like for streamers, on that stake casino. Like you have to gamble like 2 hours a day with this free money. If you go over the free money, you have to use your own money. But we're paying you. If we give you 1 million to play with every day, you make you know however many million, like in total, for the advertising campaign that's going to last like a month or something, just as an example. So that's why it was super important for those streamers to get those clips. Like people think that Neon is like an idiot or he's like an asshole. It's all a bit. Um, he like purposely rage baits people, or like does super stupid content because it generates on his stream. But not only that, he then can go to advertisers and say, not only am I popping here, here's like Twitter. Like I'm popping on this streaming site, but then on Twitter, I'm getting millions of views and engagements on here. So that's why they'll like plug um their other shit in like the corner. Sometimes you'll see of like them streaming clips. It's all part of the game, baby.
Oh,
It's just advertising like NASCAR. Like, we'll pay you to put your sticker on the car. People watch the show. People watch the NASCAR on TV, and so you're getting seen by so many eyes, and that means money. It's just a game.
good to know.
Yeah. If only it was that easy, dude. I was trying to be a streamer for however many years, like 10 years, or I was doing videos, and it's just hard, dude. People think it's like some easy shit. And it's not even like the couple clips you see of like streamers where it's like, my social battery of streaming 8 hours a day. Ooh, it's so hard. It's like, it's worse than a real job. It's like, no, it's not. But at the same
No, it's not.
time,
It's not. The job itself isn't hard, but it's getting the views. I understand.
not even just the views. Like, once you kind of, the hardest part is getting the ball and rolling it. Because once the ball starts rolling, you can kind of just post and people will see it. It's like getting people's attention in the beginning because you gotta, once you get people's attention, then like it'll hit the algorithm and then it'll kind of start to slowly build on itself because it'll be like, oh, well, so many people want to see this, so that means that obviously there's something good here, so it'll keep trying to recommend to more and more people. That's why especially like them viral like clips were super important for streamers like Jinx, Queso, um Sketch. Like they just got viral off of clips and then they started drawing tens of thousands of people on their streams every time. When then normally they would only draw a couple hundred or so. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah. Like it was like I was listening to one of their podcasts and it really was just like, yeah, man, I was streaming for like 2 years and nobody was looking at my shit. And then one day I uploaded a Fortnite clip and I went to bed and I got 10 million views. And it's like, what the fuck? Now they're, you know, once you get so big, it's almost like a big company. They get bailed out by the government because they're too big to fail at that point. They get bailouts where it's like, oh, you fell off. Well, you'll have 1,000 people that are willing to always watch you no matter what. You'll get diehards at that point.
That's crazy, dude. I wish like I don't want to say I want to be a streamer because I don't think I can do the streaming stuff, but I definitely want to be like a podcaster, like a YouTuber. Like I'm not making like streamer money, but I'm making good enough money where I can just upload a YouTube video or a podcast and everything's cool. Like I'm good for the week or the month. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Some people are like that. I'm big on YouTube, as in like I watch a lot of YouTube. Like that's more my speed. And there are dudes like that where they'll make a curated video where they put a lot of effort into a certain topic, and it's well produced and it's well written and all that. And they'll only post a video like 2 or 3 times a year, or like every 2 or 3 months. And
Uh-huh.
it gets them the views, and I'm sure they are able to live comfortably off that. That and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
they'll start to be like, oh, like they'll start to produce some content, and then YouTube will be like, yeah, man, you can't start. We're gonna start cracking down on you talking about like some crazy shit, and then they're like, YouTube is censoring me, which is why I must make a Patreon, and if you're really a supporter, you'll give me $5 a month, and then it's kind of like the same thing too. Like you get 100 people, that's $500. You get 200, it's 1,000. Now you have guaranteed income a month, and all you got
Yeah,
to do is
exactly.
just release the video on Patreon like 2 days early, or like interact with them more in the Discord.
Yeah, and that's a great life, dude. If we can get that famous, if our podcast gets so big, like it's Joe Rogan level podcast where like we have the president of the United States coming on and telling us political beliefs, that's it. That's the dream. We made it.
I mean, we would have made it long before then. Joe Rogan's his last pod, wasn't it? 100 million or something.
Yeah. But like to be honest with you, dude, I don't want to be like I don't want to sound crazy, but like I like to if we did content, I would just like it to be like lighthearted and comedic. Like I don't want it to be too serious. Like, I don't want to like I don't want to be like I don't know if you've ever seen Flagrant, like that podcast with like Andrew Schultz and all them.
No.
Like sometimes they take themselves too seriously, or like I know you're a big Bert Kreischer fan. You love that guy,
Hmm.
but he takes himself too seriously too. Like he thinks he's like some kind of freaking godsend because he's a comedian. He's just a regular person.
Well, that's like a whole nother that's like a whole nother aspect of social media too. Like I used to think that like how could somebody be so delusional where like they think that their shit don't stink or they think that their opinions are correct and they could not possibly be wrong and they face such disdain for people that want to push back on them. But
Yeah, like,
honestly,
I never understand that. Like some famous people, I can see a world class athlete thinking that way because they're like, you know what I mean? Like imagine, like I can see Michael Jordan thinking that way because like you're the greatest of all time at your like sport. Like there's arguments for others, but like you were the first one to get that. You know what I mean? I can see like people like that being it, but like a fucking comedian,
nah, because I can
like
see exactly how it happens because I made a like a little YouTube short and it was like some dumb like bullshit. I don't even remember what it was anymore. And it got like 1 million views on the shorts. Like it got 1 million views. And there was like
oh
comments.
really?
Yeah, it was like so many comments, like giving me positive praise. And it was so much of this. It was very, very weird. It was very, very weird looking back on it because it was like I think I made like a fucking video where the bit was that I dressed up like Mario for like 4 seconds. Like that was like the bit to the thing. And I had
Okay.
people in the comments saying like, "Oh, they loved me and I was their favorite creator," and like all this shit. And it's like, dude, I made one fucking TikTok. Like, what are we doing here? And like, I would stream after that, and people were talking about it like so positively that they fucking saw this one video and that they loved that video. And so like, I could see people like that where I only got a small taste of it, but you have your whole like personality based on receiving positive attention from the internet all day, watching that number like go up and up, um, like views, subscribers, like all that shit. I could see how that happens. You just only look at the positive stuff. You can completely ignore the negative stuff. Like if somebody said this is fucking stupid, I didn't even care because I had like 10 comments saying that it was fucking dope, and it was not. It really was not. So these people don't ground themselves with like people that are real. Like I think I told you guys about it, and Robbie was like, "Okay, it is kind of cool, but like who cares?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, this does not matter. The internet's not even real." But
I guess that's probably how I would be. Like not you, but like the opposite. Like I wouldn't care if somebody hates it or likes it. I'm just putting it out there because it's what I want to do. It's kind
yeah,
of it's kind of why I do like jujitsu and like all that other stuff. I don't do it because I like love competition and like all that stuff. I just like doing it because it's fun.
yeah. But I just think that especially because the internet now is for a lot of people that don't have a lot going on and they just find niche communities of things to get into. It's just like that. Like it's just people will just find what they want and they'll just keep pursuing it that way. But that's very good that you're, you know, well rounded and realistic about shit. That's a good skill, good trait, or whatever you want to
Well,
say.
you kind of have to be because like I mean, dude,
Because you have to deal with real life.
yeah, I have to deal with real life.
Yeah,
Like a lot of another thing I've noticed with a lot of the streamers that they it gets to their head is like they come from a background of like wealth. So like for
yeah.
them it's like they've been fed a silver spoon. So like when I see like streamers who aren't like that, they're like normal, they they don't let it get to their head. They're just chilling. But
Like
I've seen
that
streamers,
dude, that Samoan dude that made that would just like go online and would just like make a surfboard or whatever. He was super
yeah,
cool.
he was cool. So it's like people like that are normal, but like then you get like a lot of the streamers and YouTubers are like they come from wealth. So when like something's bad and they it just gets to their head, and it's like that's not how real life works. Like
Yeah.
real life is much harder than what you're going through right now.
People don't. Yeah, be like some people are fighting to eat right now, and you're fucking
Yeah,
worried
exactly.
about guys. My views are down. That means I'm being censored by YouTube because that's the only
Not
answer.
even,
If you
and it's
can just
like
have made a shitty video, it's no, like some invisible force is holding me down, or like the haters are coordinating to get me.
also I think a lot of people think like haters are like bad. Sometimes it's just somebody
Yeah.
critiquing you for real.
Sometimes shit.
Somebody's just
Sometimes some shit does suck. Sometimes your shit does stink.
yeah, like you're not gonna be great, but it is what it is. But
Yeah. Unlike us
yeah,
though,
I
our
don't know.
podcast is the best podcast on the internet.
Yeah, it's about we will teach you about life
Yeah, we'll
on
teach you
this
about
podcast.
economic literacy. We'll teach you
Yeah.
about how to become the best version of yourself. We'll teach you how to put some hair on your fucking chest. We
We'll
should write a
teach you
book.
about we're gonna do our version of Fresh and Fit podcast.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah. Get
Who's fresh
ready.
and who's fit in this?
I gotta be fit.
Are you saying that I'm fresh?
Yeah, you gotta be fresh.
Which one is that one again?
Fresh is the other one and Fit's the other I don't know. I'm assuming Fit's the skinny one and Fresh is the normal looking one. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know which one's which.
uh, I, I don't know. I never watched. Which one's Myron?
I think Myron's Fit.
Okay, there you go. Oh, so I'm fucking busted ass, huh?
I never said you were busted ass. You just made that up.
That's listen. I don't watch the show, but I'm pretty sure that was the perception.
Oh, I guess. I don't
It
I don't
wasn't.
watch
It wasn't.
the
It
only time
wasn't fit and handsome. It was fresh and fit.
Bro, isn't that what fresh means though? Like handsome, like cool?
No, I would say fresh as in he wears nice clothing. He
Oh,
shit's fresh.
that's not my fault. That's like his fault for coming up with that.
That's true. That's true. I think, and then the other thing too is I think they kind of realized that he wasn't really that charismatic, and they like started to slowly like sideline him. That's why it was all Myron clips after a certain point.
Because Myron probably is the one that does all the work from what it looks like. Because I'm pretty sure I saw Fresh in like a video of him trying to get coached by one of those like Forex guys that got really big. So I don't know, but I'm gonna be fit. You'll be fresh. I'll go around college campuses. I won't spread bad news. What I'll do is I'll be like, all right, what do you want to argue about today? And if somebody comes up to me and says that Jalen Hurts is in the top five QB,
Yeah,
I will
well, you're an
sit
ugly
there.
bitch.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be
You're a
like,
beta
oh
male.
yeah,
Well, you're actually a beta male.
Jalen,
You're a sub 5 beta male.
yeah. Jalen Hurts is in the top five QB. Guess what, buddy? He's a Super Bowl MVP. That's top five in my book.
You know what's
Just
funny?
yell
We really could do that though. We could go on a college campus and just put two
and just
microphones
rage
together.
bait and just
Yeah,
rage bait. Not even rage bait like on like serious topics, just rage bait on random stuff. Like if a guy
yeah.
comes up to me and he tells me his best anime ever, I'm just gonna rage bait him into saying like an anime that I myself know is terrible, but I will rage bait the entire time. Be like,
Yeah.
no, because in your anime this happens, in my anime this happens, which is
But can
infinitely
he be
better.
Goku though? But can he be Goku?
Yes he can, yes he can, yes he can.
Dude, that would be
Even though
awesome. That would be awesome. We got to figure out how to do that.
I think we gotta be big enough. Like we gotta be like,
Do we though? We can just do whatever we
yeah.
want. We can just do whatever we want. We don't need a
I think
permit.
you
It's
have.
public property.
No, some universities are private.
Well, let's
You can do it on a
not go to
public
the private
university.
university.
Okay, but you just said okay. All right, you win. You win the argument. You rage baited me.
Exactly, which is why we need to be doing this to people on college campuses. Stupid fucking
We should
freshmen that think that their
we should
opinion matters.
we should go to college campuses like liberal ones
Wearing
and then
MAGA hats.
spew like yeah, and then go to like
And then when
go
women
to
pass by, we like start yelling numbers at them. 6.
and then and then we go to like right wing college campuses. So we'll go to
Dressed
like
as
the
Antifa.
yeah we'll just we'll dress as Antifa and like I'll color my bald spot green so they know I'm like trans,
Yeah, there you go.
and
Just
like
start
just
yelling
go like,
obscene shit.
yeah, like women's rights, and like all the MAGA people are like, what the
Fund
hell?
PETA. There should be more PETA.
Or just go up to like a MAGA hat. Like, we should go to like a Republican
No, we should
rally.
make. Well, there's two of us, so we could just make up bits. Like you could walk by with a MAGA hat because, like, dude, that would sell. A white liberal, like harassing a brown dude in a MAGA hat. We'd make Twitter
That would be,
headlines, and then
that
you
would be
start
so-
the GoFundMe. You could probably make 100K in this political and economic climate.
and I could just act on the news and be like, yeah, like I was just wearing my
This
MAGA
guy
hat.
came out of nowhere, and he just started yelling at me about being. I was a victim of my own oppression, and
Yeah, and
he took
all I
my
told him
MAGA
was,
hat. He took my MAGA hat. I love the
and like
president.
I don't like I. You know what? It would be funny if I wore the MAGA hat. It would be funny if I wore the MAGA hat. I just didn't know what MAGA was, and I'm just wearing it because I think it's a nice hat. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I like grew up in Philly. I like our baseball team's the Phillies, and I thought the hat kind of looked like it, so I just bought it. This guy just started yelling at me about like freedom of speech, how we should defund the police,
Dude, that
and all
happened to me
this
at
stuff.
work
And I'm like,
once. I was wearing a Phillies
yeah,
hat, and the dude was like, "Dude, what is he wearing a fucking MAGA hat?"
there's no way somebody thought that.
I
It's not
swear to
like you
God, because
work
then the
in.
coworker came up to me. He's like, "Yeah, you thought your hat was a fucking MAGA hat," and I said, "No, it's not true. Please tell him that it's not a MAGA hat." And then I never wore a Phillies hat to work again.
That guy is stupid because we
I
live in
I
Philly.
understand the absurdity of it all. I get it completely.
But yeah, dude, I would like honestly, I would like, I would like act like I don't know what that would be funnier. Like if you're like you don't know what it is,
Yeah.
you're just there because you thought it was cool. Like, you're
Well,
just wearing like
or
a
we could do it for like the World Cup. We can do it near Philly when the World Cup is going on. And so you're like, yeah, I was
dude.
just the USA never wins every year. I want them to be good so that they can win the World Cup. Yeah, World Cup.
Yeah, you know what this kind of reminds me of? There's a TikTok clip of like an old dude, and they were talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and,
Jeffrey
and he
Epstein,
goes,
the financier.
yeah,
No, I would have
he's like
never.
the world,
Jeff? No
yeah,
way.
he,
Not
he
Jeffy.
did that. No,
He
he
did
didn't.
that?
You're lying.
No. Jeff Epstein? No, not that guy.
The
My tax guy?
financier,
No.
the guy who just bought me my stocks, that guy. How
No.
does he know? How does he know Prince Andrew?
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta like. That's how we gotta act with like some of these world issues that like people are acting like it's really big deal
just,
to them. Like
just
a normal
satire though.
person.
It's almost like
Yeah,
somebody should make that an entire genre of entertainment.
yeah. Like to you, me and you, what does any of that have to do with us? You know what I mean?
I think
Like
I used to think like that. I thought kind of like the same, like the internet's not real, so anything on it doesn't matter. And then I always thought politics are for idiots and people who care. And I was like, oh well, I'm obviously not an idiot, but I don't care. I mean, like, yeah, it is like important, but at the same
like
time, I
like
cannot be fucked to bother.
there's systems in our political system where if everything they're saying about Trump is true and he's on that list and he's on all that stuff, impeach him. Do it. What are we waiting for? You know what I mean?
I
So
mean,
to
that
me,
I
it's
think
just a bunch of
is that specific issue. I think is a lot more like I don't know. Once you start to get into actual issues, it's always a lot more complicated than it makes it. But yeah, like if he fucking if
if
he was out here doing Diddy esque things in the Epstein
yeah, just
Islands,
impeach him. Like that's my thing. Like if
they would have came out with that shit way sooner than into his fucking second term.
yeah, but I can't believe world famous
But
financier was like that.
world
Like I
famous
can't like
financier Jeff Epstein? No way.
back back in college when I heard about world famous financier Jeffrey Epstein, I was like, wow, this guy's a financial genius, and he didn't go to
Music
college for
producer P Diddy was doing what?
that.
My favorite artist was doing what? No way.
Sean Combs was fucking who?
My favorite movie producer was doing what?
Harvey Weinstein, the guy who
Huh?
produced all of these great movies, did that.
My what are you talking about? Hollywood director Roman Polanski. What? That Roman? Really? No.
That guy, like the
Cosby?
Roman
What? On the show? No.
world famous comedian Bill Cosby did what to who?
He did what to a plant? Louis C.
But
Actually,
this,
no, I could see that. No, I could see him doing that. Actually,
but like
no, that one, no, that's not. Cut the cameras. That one I could see.
this ties up to our earlier conversation where these people have all this money
That's what I'm
and they can
saying
legit do
too. Yeah, man.
anything in the world,
When you
and
got a
then
billion
instead of doing it,
dollars, what excites you more than going
you
into a
you
plant?
buy you buy an island where you fucking sexually assault minors and women, and then like think you're never gonna get caught because you have all this money, but then you did get caught, and now all the famous people who were on that island with them are like, ah, fuck, we're fucked. You know, it's
Yeah,
we live in a horrible world. We live in a horrible, horrible world.
we really do.
Ah,
That's why.
yeah,
That's why at a certain point, it almost seems like that's why I kind of revert to just like this is all so absurd and this is all so complicated and this is also fucking stupid that I just go, I'm not interested in it at all. Like
yeah.
I don't vote. I never really vote. Like
You should vote, dude. We
I
have a
know,
friend who's
dude, trust
in
me.
the
Every time I say that, or
we,
every time I bring it up to my parents, they get fucking so butthurt about it. They're like, "Your grandfather fucking fought in the war, so you can fucking
you have
vote."
a you have a friend who fought in the war too
Yeah,
to
yeah,
help you vote.
yeah. And he would probably
And
tell me to not vote, or he would
he
tell me
got
that it
I
doesn't
don't know
matter.
I don't know if he was doing a bit, but when I told our other group chat that I didn't vote because like I don't care. They all got like they're like, oh look at me, I'm Abner, I didn't vote. I'm like,
Dude,
okay.
yeah, I don't know. I personally super don't care. Like because I said I always had the opinion it's for losers and people who care, and I didn't care about anything because like I don't have a house, I don't got no bitches, I ain't got no car, no money, no you know what I mean. It's like I'm living a very basic life here. Like I'm but does fucking does international policy really affect me in my daily life? Technically, the answer is yes. Like tariffs make prices go up, and it's like, yeah, I kind of don't understand the economics of this. Like, what the fuck is the point of
But
this?
at the same time, like you're still gonna have to pay for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
need
like you're
eggs. Like
still, yeah. So it's like I
yeah,
get it, but
I
like the
I
absurdity of it
gotta pay
all
for
just makes me want to step
it.
back and just like, what is even the point of this?
Yeah, like I can talk about it. Like there's really
Yeah.
nothing much I can do about it. Like I can like there's nothing really much we can do. The policies are in place. We have to wait for the next 4 years for the next president. But then that's where the voting thing comes in. And like
Well,
if I vote,
I mean, like technically, the midterms are coming up, right? So if you
I think that
believe in
happened
a
already,
certain
right?
way, no, next year, because
Yeah, at the same time, I don't really care. At the same time, I look at stuff and I'm like,
yeah,
should I go vote
I think it's
or
also
should I?
because there's no actual answer to anything. Like if you truly think that you have like a thought, like a political ideology, just because of the way the country's set up, like one half could be for something and one half is completely against it. So
The
you
one
can
thing I
never fully
do,
commit to like one side of an issue. So you'll never
the
see
one,
what it is. You'll get some lukewarm in the middle of it that doesn't please anybody every single time.
the one thing I do agree with like the liberal side, and I've always agreed with, is taxing the shit out of the rich. Like they get taxed, but they get taxed the same percentage as like me and you, but that same percentage to us is like almost most of our paycheck, and to them it's like $3 in comparison to us. You know what I mean?
I mean, again, I agree in premise, but at the same time, even if they get taxed at 2%, if they make $1 billion, that's way more than we would ever pay.
But that's not their fair share, and they don't get
What is
paid.
a
They don't get
fair
taxed.
share, though?
They don't get paid, but they don't get paid. They don't get taxed on like their paycheck. Like we get paid on our wages. They get paid. They don't get paid. They don't really get taxed like that on that. The issue that they brought up is that they should be getting taxed on wealth. So if you have more than like $20 million in assets in wealth and just in your name, you should get taxed like a high amount. so you can pay your fair share. And I know you're going to say, oh, well, 20 million getting taxed 2% is still more than what we're doing. But it's not as much because 2% of 20 million is like, I don't know, like not 2% is way less to them than it is to us. Like to me, it would be like I have to save up to like get groceries for the next week. While to them, it's like nothing. It's like, okay, cool. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if I have 100 apples and I have to give, you know, 2 apples, but you only have 2 apples and you can only give a quarter, the amount of apple I give is greater than your apple. You know, like the actual like number. Like I understand it's not, you know, 25. Or trying to make a quarter. If you just want to say a quarter of 2 apples, and then 25 of 100 is like an equal share, like the percentage number, but it equates to totally different values. Again, at the end of the day, I know now that I've said all of this, Robbie is gonna fucking hound me about this, calling me a fucking corporate bootlicker for the next month and a half, saying that
Because
I
I
love Dana
understand
White. I love when Dana White
I
doesn't give
understand what
anybody
you're
money.
saying. I understand what you're saying, but you're not well, you're not, in my opinion, is what's not. Well, there's a disconnect between the opinions between us. Is you're saying that they're still paying more than what we're paying, but what I'm saying is what I'm paying is like most of what I can pay, while what they're paying is absolutely nothing to them. Is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
there's too much of a gap in wealth. Now, I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a gap in wealth. Like, if you're working hard, if you're the CEO of a company and you're making like $2 million a year, yeah, there should be a gap in hell in wealth when I'm making 60. But I shouldn't be getting taxed like 60% of my or 40% of my paycheck, and I'm bringing like let's say I'm making $2,000 a paycheck, and I'm bringing home 1,200 or 1,400 because I'm getting taxed 600 of it, while you're bringing home like 10,000, and you're only getting taxed 2,000 of it. You're still bringing in way more than me, but at the same time, it's not. There's a gap wealth. Like there's a gap in the wealth, and that's the issue that I think is the issue in America. There's too much, and like if you look at like you know how like there's like bad neighborhoods in America,
Yeah.
it's because most of the industries have died out that made these neighborhoods good, and they haven't been replaced because it's cheaper to these corporations and like these rich billionaires will just find cheaper labor in other countries, and they don't get taxed on that. And I was thinking, what if they taxed companies for moving their workforce to another country, which would like make them stay here. Like if you were
Well, isn't that what a
here,
tariff is?
I don't fucking know what a tariff. I guess I
It's
thought
like
tariffs were more
increasing the
like
price of a good that's being imported. Like you have to pay a tax. Like if something's a $1,
yeah, but
give a thirty
yeah, I
percent
that
tariff. You got to
that's
pay
kind of
thirty
like what it
cents just
is.
to bring it
But
in.
I think the point of it is to like make make sure that Americans getting first. But like the issue is the corporations that you're tariffing and stuff like that. They're not bringing the workforce here. You gotta do it to like American companies. That this was my plan because like Trump is doing it to foreign countries and stuff like that. My thing is you gotta do it to American companies that are putting their workforce in other countries. You tax them because then it forces them to come here.
Isn't it crazy how we went from spoofing politics to just fully engaging in it?
Yeah,
That's how it always happens.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't know if that plan is like a good plan. It
nah, in
might be the
reality
worst
though, like
plan
yeah, we
ever.
probably should be taxing people more that make a lot more money, and then fucking
I'm pretty sure my plan is a
chilling.
horrible plan, but my plan was always whenever like I studied economics in school, I always thought was like why why are we taxing foreign countries? We should be taxing our companies in America that sent the like that'll hire people in other countries
Well, how
to
would you
do
do
jobs.
that though?
Huh?
Like, how would you do that? Like, your company is like
Uh
my. I'm Ford. My factory's now in Mexico. Are you gonna pay? Are you gonna make me pay to close my business in America? Are you
no,
telling me
I
I
would,
can't I can't close?
No, I would just tax. I would put a higher tax on you for having companies in other countries, like other countries. Like I would put a higher tax on
So
you.
like Coca-Cola can't sell to anybody outside of America
No, they
without getting a
can, but
tax.
like no, they can, but there's a higher tax on you because you have factories in other countries.
But what if I need to make that product in that area in order to distribute it in that area because it's there
Eh,
and not have to ship it
eh,
across the world?
hey, buddy, that's your problem.
Yeah, I guess.
But do you think these people care about like the normal person who's in Kensington right now because he can't get a job because he lives in a horrible neighborhood? You think these corporations care
No,
about that
absolutely
guy? No,
not. But I also think
exactly.
that drug
So why would
addiction
I
is
care
kind of
about
its
these
own can of
corporations?
worms. It's more than
I
just
don't
like,
know.
oh, this person needs help from the government.
We should go back to caveman times where we just like hunted things as a group,
Well,
hunter and
I don't
gatherers.
know.
I would be gatherer.
I feel like back in the day, there was just we were so much more prone to violence. I do enjoy the like I don't know what you want to call it, but just like the public agreement of everybody collective agreement of everybody to be like, yeah, man, if you have an issue with me, you can't just like beat me to death, you know, like just roll me over just because you're different. Like
I don't know. I think I
colonialism
think
and like
I think I did
tribalism,
make
like
a
all that shit back in the
I think
day.
I think I
Dinosaurs, you
did
want to
make
deal with
like a
fucking
tax plan.
dinosaurs?
Hold up. I think I did make a tax plan on like companies that moved it over. One sec.
Okay. In the meantime, everybody make sure to like and subscribe to the podcast. If you want to hear more spirited debates about politics, fiscal policy, and the latest memes on TikTok. 6'7". I'm doing the hand
This is a
gesture.
lot of words.
Yeah, man. That's also kind of why politics I don't give a fuck about because I don't want to dedicate the energy to
Oh,
studying and
here it is.
researching.
Here's something I would do.
Okay.
So if you're a U.S. parent company and you have multinational like you have like factories and stuff in other countries, you'd get a 20% minimum effective rate on foreign profits. Uh, and then dude, I made a lot of shit, dude. I gotta like read through this.
Did you go into like a big political phase, or when you were studying economics, you were like, "This is
I was
like
studying economics and I was like, this is how I would solve it, but this is probably a terrible plan now that I think about it.
Did you? What level is your like economics degree in? Like
I don't have an
when?
economics degree. I have a finance degree. I was in studying
What's the
economics. I was
difference?
looking at tax. I was looking at tax law and how taxes work.
Oh, okay.
Because I
So
was like,
like,
why? Because there was a good point. There was a good time in my life where I was just looking at like, because I live near Kensington, not like super close, but I live close to Kensington and like Frankfurt, and I look at these people and I'm like, this is just sad. Like they like
yeah,
nothing's being done to like help these people out. And I was like, the one this was my solution to tax rich people.
uh huh. Um, so yeah, make sure to check out the Spotify where sometimes the episodes release a little bit earlier because my computer fucks up sometimes and just doesn't post the episode. So that would be cool. 5 stars. We're not on Apple Podcasts because they fucking they don't suck because I don't want to say that, but they
Hey,
just
Jimmy, I'm
don't
gonna send
work.
it to you, and if you want to read it, you can. I kind of had to like put it in Chat GPT to make it better because I like
Okay.
fucked it up when I was writing it.
Yeah. If you want to send it to me, that's yeah. Do you want me to paraphrase? You want me to read it verbatim?
No, no, you don't have to read it now. You can read it
Oh, okay.
for
Like, oh,
next
okay.
episode.
You just want the
Yeah,
viewers to be confused and left on a cliffhanger, huh?
yeah, yeah. That's how we keep them in.
Because if they're that's
Tune
true. That's
tune in next
true.
time for Abner's tax plan. That's
Tune
probably
in
the
next
worst
time
tax
for we
plan
get
ever.
Abner's. What do you call a speech? His dysentery, or what do you call it? What's like a
Tangents,
huh? No, not a tangent. What's like
tan,
a formal like? It's like a word. It's like a not dysentery because that's like something. That's like a medical thing. What is a speech in college called? Like a lecture, but it's not.
a dissertation.
There you go. Abner's dissertation on economics of foreign profits of companies or whatever. That'll be the thing that really gets them going in the beginning. We'll make sure to cover that one first, and Who knows? Maybe we can get a fresh and fit audience because we'll pull in finance bros, talk about
Dude,
stocks,
imagine if
crypto.
we get a fresh and fit audience. The first thing I'm saying is that if you live in a major city, there's a 10 out of 10 chance that the girl in that major city has over 300 bodies. That's
300
like the.
bodies.
I'm like, that is not a normal person. You guys are thinking of porn stars that live in major
Yeah,
cities.
that was the
That's
other thing too that pissed me off about those podcasts the most is that they would get women who were actual prostitutes in the typical
on the
sense where
podcast,
like
and then
they are
they
getting
would just
into
be.
things that no woman typically goes through. They're like, yeah, they were getting flown out to Dubai, or like they were talking to high profile individuals. Like maybe I don't know how often truly like if you're like a really
Yeah,
hot
yeah.
chick, you're getting hit up by athletes on social media, but like
But that's like
come on.
barely. Like that's like yeah, that doesn't happen to like normal. Like social media has ruined the perspective of people
Yeah.
on this earth.
Yeah.
Like
That's actually the same
like
thing for the streamers. The entire rant that I just went on, I feel like women get hit with that, but like women get hit with that by dudes that just want to have sex with them on every possible angle. Like I'm sure if a chick opens up a Tinder and makes a Tinder, like if I could do this right now, I could make a Tinder and post like a
wait,
female
yo,
face and my name is like
Jimmy,
Paige. It's like 999
Jimmy, hold up,
likes.
hold up. We have breaking news right now
What?
on this podcast. Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle found dead in their LA home with knife wounds.
Wait, say that again?
Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle found dead in their LA home with knife
Who's
wounds.
Rob Reiner?
No, he's a director. He's a movie director. Oh my
Really?
God, dude. Yeah, you didn't
What is
know
he what
that?
movies has he made?
Hold up. Let me see. Let me see what
Stand
movie
by
he
me.
made
He
that
made
you would
Stand
not.
by Me?
He made Stand by
Harry
Me. He
Met
made The
Sally, A Few
Princess
Good Men,
Bride.
The Bucket List. I mean, I didn't see The Bucket List. He made The Wolf of Wall Street,
He did
Sleepless in
not make The Wolf of
Seattle.
Wall Street. He didn't make The Wolf of Wall Street. What are you talking about?
This is what it. Rob Reiner.
He did not make that movie. That was Martin Scorsese.
Well, the fucking AI man. Was he involved in the movie at all?
He made The Story of Us. He made The American President, which is good. A Few Good Men.
Here you
He
go.
was a good
I'll go
actor.
on IMDb. Sorry, I'll do that. A Few Good Men. He definitely did.
He was in Wolf of Wall Street as an actor. He didn't make it.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. So he fucking died. Him and his wife died.
Yeah, they were found in their house.
Oh my god. Two people were found dead Sunday afternoon of Brentwood mansion owned by director and actor Rob Reiner. Technically, oh, never mind. A man and a woman, approximately 78 and 68 years old, were deceased inside the home. Responded to a call at 3:30 p.m. Damn. Huh. Dude, Facebook comments are fucking weird. So that's like they're fucking arguing about it because they were about to they were about to say what I was gonna say. Like, oh yeah, it just happened to be a 78 and 68 year old. It didn't have to be them technically. So they're arguing about that. Um, and then some lady. I hate when people fucking feel the need to argue in the comments, like they're like Captain Save a Ho. Like, first of all, no official statement has been released, so we do not know for sure it's them. And second, to the people that were saying that they were murdered, it could have been carbon monoxide poisoning. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Who are you, bro? You're really trying to make this about some dude died and you're trying to make it about yourself? Edit. But it's definitely that was very likely could be. If it was robbery slash murder, it'd be a terrible. And then somebody just goes, knife wounds, carbon monoxide poisoning. I hate Facebook, dude. There's a reason I fucking left this place. I left Facebook. I left Twitter.
I
I
didn't
hate
tell you
people's
this, but
ability to respond.
I deleted Twitter. I deleted Twitter. I've been
Dude,
in
isn't it great?
such yeah, I've been in such better spirit because the main reason I deleted Twitter was because of like people like dumbass fans who don't know how football is. Like they think they know how football is because this is one of the worst things the NFL has ever done is give access to fans of the All 22, which shows you everything. So like these dumbasses will take a screenshot of a wide open receiver and say, "Oh, the QB should have thrown it
Yeah.
right there." Or like you don't know what the QB is supposed to do. He's probably not even a read. He's just open, and by the time he has that's his read, he's
The
probably
opening
not pressured.
closes.
Like
Yeah.
Dude, I can't stand that's the main reason I got rid of it. It's especially worse with Jalen Hurts because he's like the only quarterback in the league who can't have a good game or who can't have a bad game. Because if he does, everyone's like, "See, we told you." But like, there's this one guy. It's this podcast called Pick a Side Podcast. His name's Joel Moran. He's the stupidest fucking person I've ever seen dissect a football game. He's so dumb. He goes by purely stats and screenshots that he sees on Twitter and stuff. He's so stupid. I hate him. I don't hate him as a person. I just hate his
You hate
analysis.
his
But
opinions.
yeah, I just hate his opinions. I just feel like his football opinions make no sense. One time he did like an all 22 for Jalen Hurts. He was like, "Yeah, guys, we say Jalen Hurts is bad, but like no one's open. Like, what is he supposed to do?" And then the next week he changes it. And then one time he had a guy on there, and it's just this guy. I know he's never played sports before, or if he has, he only played it to like a grade school level. No, like I'm not saying you need to play sports to be an analyst and to be good at like
I am.
analytics of
I'll
a
say it.
sport.
I'll say it.
I'm just saying this guy started out because I'm saying for the Eagles lost to the Giants. This guy started out by saying we have to accept the fact that Jalen Hurts is a bottom seven quarterback in the league. And I threw my phone away. I'm like, you're stupid. You're so dumb. Like
Yeah,
that
that's
is the
just
stupidest thing I've ever heard.
it. Just happens when you give the
The
ability
guy,
to have a public forum on every single issue
yeah,
ever.
to me, it's never really mattered if Jalen Hurts is a top five or top 10 quarterback. Because my thing is the quarterback needs good players around him to be great. Like a quarterback can't look at like Josh Allen. Like the team struggles even with him playing great because there's not that much talent around him. So you need good talent around you to win regardless. So I hate when they take that against the quarterback because Pat Mahomes has had a Hall of Fame coach, Hall of Fame tight end, and early in his career he had Tyreek Hill will probably be in the Hall of Fame, and he's had a great O line. He's got a Hall of Famer on his defense. He's had great players all around him, and it doesn't get knocked to him. And he hasn't been great this year, but
Well,
you
he
won't
just
hear
tore
it.
his
But Jalen
ACL,
Hurts,
so I mean, he can't be that lucky, huh?
no, but I'm just saying, like, it's just a discourse for certain quarterbacks is so
Yeah.
bad. Like Joe Burrow will be the third year in a row. Granted, he was hurt, but it will be the third year in a row that Joe Burrow has missed the playoffs, and people will still give him excuses. Trevor Lawrence is still dog shit and also get excuses. Um, Jalen Hurts has two. Granted, he didn't play well in two games. It happens. He gets destroyed by the media. Like our fucking Philly media over here, WIP, who fucking sucks, and like they're by far the worst representation of the fans in Philadelphia because no, not a lot of fans feel like they do. They're like, we should have Tanner McKee start. Are you
Like that,
stupid?
yeah.
Like, are
Why
you
would you ever
dumb?
say that?
That dumb that you want Tanner McKee starting? We have a new OC. There's still some stuff they're figuring out. There's a reason why the identity is not there is because the number one, the O line's hurt. Whenever an O line's hurt, I don't care who your quarterback is, it's not going to be great. Look at Justin Herbert; he's struggling. The defense has low key been carrying him, but like, let's not talk about that. Um, Two, it's a new play caller, so he's trying to figure out how to mesh everything together. So if you're going to run inside in the middle, if you're going to run up the middle in the run game, you got to pass up the middle too. So it's like a balance. But like it's just growing pains right now because we have a new play caller and the old line's hurt. But every time Jalen Hurts does something bad, it's like, oh no, if this is Jalen Hurts, it's just dude, it's so frustrating. Like that's the main reason I got rid of Twitter. It's because I'll see on WIP some guy named Elliot Parks or whatever. He'll be like, Jalen Hurts had this guy open, even though the guy's open on the left side, and Jalen Hurts is legit on the screenshot looking at the right because that's where his reads are.
Yeah.
Like he's like you like I don't think these people realize you don't have like 5 minutes to fucking look around the field. You have at most 3 seconds. One is not there, two not there, and then by the time it's three, you probably have pressure in your face or the guy's covered. Like it's just like they don't understand like how fast the game of football is. So like they'll like slow motion and be like, he should have thrown it here, he should have done that. You don't know what's going on. Like you don't. That's why I hate when analysts who haven't played the game or who were asked at football, at a pro like Chase Daniel and like Chris Sims, who were like asked at the pro level, will dissect QBs and make like their assessments of it. And I'm like, oh yeah, if you were so fucking good at it, why weren't you good at it then?
Yeah.
That's why yeah, like I hate when people do that.
And speaking of that, I'm going to
Yes.
be doing exactly that because I have a special message for Shador Sanders fans,
Oh my
where are you
God, here we
guys at? What
go.
the fuck are you guys going to talk about now? You guys played a washed ass team. Talk about, wow, look, she's a daughter. 3 touchdowns. Fucking 23 completions against one of the worst defenses in the league. Well, you get fucking put on your face by the Bears. 18 for 35, 177 yards, 3 interceptions, five
Why do you hate
sacks.
Shador, man?
This
What did Shador
fucking
do to you?
bum is finally getting the shit kicked out of him that he deserves. Got his jersey hung
He
up in
deserved it.
Colorado, huh? For doing absolutely dog shit nothing. He went to a bowl game? Yeah, okay. So does fucking Toledo. That's
Jesus,
all I have to
man. I
say
mean,
about that.
Shador didn't have a great game. Well, you don't have to.
Nah. If people want to
I
dick
mean,
right,
who
no,
does
no,
he
no.
have
It's not
on
even
that
that he had a
offense?
good day. He had a good
Who
game.
does he have
He
on that
did
offense? Who does
okay against a
he has
really shitty team, and people were
he has
dick
his
riding him.
coach hates him. His coach hates him. His team, like his offense, isn't really good. What do you want him to do? He's a rookie QB. If he doesn't throw 3 picks in a game, I'm more like that's great. He's a rookie QB, or do I have to like he's like a 10-year veteran?
No, I just knew that he was going to be ass. I'm glad to see that he's ass. I don't really care. Like people, mostly because people were giving him all of the excuses. Like when he first came in, they're like, "Oh, he hasn't even had reps in practice yet with the first team," and it's like, okay, fine. And then they want to dick ride him when they play a super easy team, and he does okay. And now he has to play a team that's actually really good at defense, and he gets stomped out. That's all I have to say about that. I am that person in that comment section. Okay, I am the reverse Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna kick a man when he's down. This ain't Twitter, baby. This is the Yap Podcast. All right.
That's sad, dude. That's sad. Shador's not. Yeah, is he a little cocky? But like, I mean, who cares? He's
Paddock
not.
on my
That,
wrist.
that song's fire. Hopefully, they said.
But yeah.
He's
Well,
I
it's
dude.
like it's
You
a
know what
lot of
he,
things that are going on. So like, the Browns are my side hoe team, as we've discussed before. I'm not happy with the whole Deshaun Watson thing, kicking out Baker for no reason, making him play hurt, just to fucking cast him aside for a dude that turned out to be a fucking massive whiff as a player and as a person.
you
And then
mean
just having a
NFL
fucking shit ass
quarterback
team.
Deshaun Watson was doing all that?
NFL quarter, Houston Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson did what? Clemson quarterback what?
What do you
Ravens
mean?
kicker Justin Tucker did what? In a what?
To who?
Opera singer Justin Tucker? What?
Opera singer Justin Tucker?
He knows how
What?
to sing opera in like 10 different languages or something.
Does he really? That's
Now that might have been like some crazy fake stat that I heard from a while ago, and I just never. Justin Tucker, opera singer.
that's kind of cool if you ask me.
He is a classically trained opera singer. So that is
Damn.
something that is true. But yeah, Justin
There's
Tucker, the
like
opera singer, did what in a massage parlor?
there's
Oh, in
like hey
7 different
ladies.
languages, not 10. I'm sorry.
That's still pretty impressive.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it's like the songs are in that language. Like some of the opera songs are in like Italian. So it's like, does he really know Italian, or does he just know how to do the song in Italian?
That's still impressive.
God, you're just willing to dick ride anybody, huh? I say one
I'm
thing
not
about Shador, I say one negative comment about some bum, and you're all in your fifis about it.
Oh my god, dude. All right, you know what?
It's because
Let's end the podcast
you're not
there.
looking at me
Let's.
as I am. You're looking at me as I am a Jalen Hurts slanderer, and it's okay. I'm not that guy.
Dude, all right. My thing with Jalen Hurts slanderers are you can critique him. That's fair, but it's like it's like waiting on his downfall. Like, you guys are just waiting for him to be bad, and it's like, and then the other problem I have is when he has a great game, crickets, nothing at all. When he's the only quarterback this year that's had a perfect passer rating in a game. I'm pretty sure. Nothing. Nobody says
I'm
anything.
just
He has a great.
saying that you're equating my dick eating of Shador to that level when I think that I'm having perfect. I think my hatred is in a perfectly fine level.
All right. Well, let's end the podcast there. We might have
We hit the
we
two
might have
hour
work.
mark. I didn't think we
We
were
might
gonna
have
do it.
work tomorrow. We might have work tomorrow if we don't call out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of sick, dude, and I hate it because I already said it. We have inventory day, so I don't want to be that guy that's like, I can't make it. So you're gonna have to count all the things. But I might have to be that guy. But
All
anyway,
right.
if you wanna send your little goodbyes and all, take us home to pasture.
All right, everybody. See you later. It was great talking to you. Please subscribe. Please listen to the podcast. Please
Absolutely.
make us famous so we don't have to do our day jobs. We're not asking for a lot.
Just your
We're not even,
money.
you know what? If you make us famous, we won't even do like, we won't branch out. We'll just do these podcasts because we know this is why we're famous because of
Yeah.
these podcasts.
Yeah.
You
We
know what?
rally.
You know what?
We
I'll
talk
do you
about how
one
much we hate
better.
commentators, yet we will spend
We'll
our
make
days
a
commentating about every subject
we'll make a
that in our
podcast
coffee.
about books. We'll talk about
We'll
books.
read books.
Hey Jimmy,
You'll make us
I read
read.
I read this book. It's called Playboy. It was a great book.
Yeah, yeah, for the articles.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What else would
Mm-hmm.
I read it for?
We'll learn how to do a Rubik's cube.
Exactly.
But all that requires is
So
your unending love and support. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on both the YouTube and the Spotify. If you're an advertiser, please love to shout out your
sponsor us.
product for lots and lots of money.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
please, pretty please. Anyway, that's been this episode. Catch you all next week for the Christmas episode, the end of the year. We're gonna have Abner drink as much eggnog as possible
Fun
before.
fact: I've never had eggnog.
Well, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn what it tastes like. Comment how many eggnogs you think you could stand before you get absolutely intoxicated.